Round one of a scheduled 3. The second of our light-heavy quarterfinals. Abdelhafid BENCHABLA of Algeria, Julio PERAZA of Cuba. Cuban in the blue corner, Algerian in the red. Well, already the confidence from the Cuban being rocked, I would venture, by the Algerian fighter BENCHABLA. So PERAZA rocked into the ring, all spring, all confidence. The Algerian, it's his moment, landed the shot. But again, the confidence levels return. The Cuban drops down, tries to put a big overhand right over. Referee about holding. PERAZA just patrolling the outskirts of the Algerians' reach. BENCHABLA really having to come in to close the distance. PERAZA, incredible low, steep stance, and that big overhand right closes the gap. And that's making life very, very difficult indeed for Abdelhafid BENCHABLA. Gets caught with a cheeky left from the Cuban. Good left-right combination. And the Cuban dancing on the outside of the ring, forcing BENCHABLA to try and close that distance, and of course he knows he'll be punished when he does. Looking very confident, looking very controlled. PERAZA, the Cuban, starting to stalk his opponent now. And Abdelhafid BENCHABLA really needs to work out a strategy quickly, because he has got his hands full. Julio PERAZA has certainly caught the judges' favour. He's taken that round with a majority vote from the 3 selected judges. And a real bag of tricks, PERAZA. Really having to make Abdelhafid BENCHABLA think about what he's doing. So on his toes, Julio PERAZA trots in for the second round after a convincing performance in the first to meet Abdelhafid BENCHABLA of Algeria in the second. BENCHABLA ranked 10 in the AIBA world rankings. The Cuban ranked 2. So you could argue on paper it's a big step up for BENCHABLA. PERAZA happy to stay at range. Well, a little bit slow there, got picked off by the Algerian. Good hand. BENCHABLA stepping up the work rate, trying to reverse the momentum, remove that comfortable margin that Julio PERAZA has created, trying to close the distance, trying to make PERAZA work. So we could see a reversal of fortunes for Abdelhafid BENCHABLA in this, the second round. Great balance, great movement. Julio PERAZA, the Cuban, very fluid and dances exquisitely on the outskirts of the ring. And a real will-o'-the-wisp for Abdelhafid BENCHABLA. That moving target, just so difficult to get in the crosswires. Just dancing, the perfunctory left-hand shot every now and again. And Julio PERAZA, well, looking like he is the king of the ring, the confidence just absolutely exuding. However, Abdelhafid BENCHABLA will want to take advantage of that if he can, and he does. Good combination left-right. And again, the right hand lands. A great round for Julio PERAZA thus far. A better round for Algerian fighter Abdelhafid BENCHABLA. But the judges still find in favor of PERAZA by unanimous decision. So, with the first two rounds securely under his belt, Julio PERAZA goes into the third. Abdelhafid BENCHABLA, slightly better round in terms of what he was able to produce, but not in what he was able to land. And the slow-mo tells it all. Julio PERAZA absolutely dominating here. So the third and final round in the second of our light-heavy quarterfinals. Ranked at number 10 in the world seeds, Algerian fighter Abdelhafid BENCHABLA. Ranked number 2, Cuban fighter Julio PERAZA. PERAZA fighting out of the blue corner, BENCHABLA out of the red. Well, Abdelhafid BENCHABLA realizes, I would venture at this stage, that it's all or nothing in this round. And if you can do something meaningful in terms of a power shot, well, there is a puncher's chance. But that's easier said than done. PERAZA, an absolute enigma to the power shots of BENCHABLA. Superior display of boxing skill sets here from the Cuban. And he just moves and slips so elegantly. What an elegant answer is Mr. PERAZA. And it's a real display, you'd have to say, a masterclass in footwork, slipping skills, punching skills. He's really making life difficult for Benchabla. That said, Benchabla lands. Big right hand from PERAZA. Half a minute on the clock. Benchabla trying to pull something out of the bag here to surprise PERAZA, but you just get the feeling PERAZA's seen it all before. Right up until the wire, scoring away PERAZA. The judges' scorecards are in, but I don't think it'll be very difficult to conclude what that result is. So PERAZA goes forward to the semis, where he will meet Joseph Ward from Ireland. Ward had an easy night tonight with that decision.